Good afternoon, guys. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. What I want to do today is I want to talk to you a little bit about this stealth quilt that we're about to release this weekend on our website. I showed it in a video from my kit that I used in Florida in the Everglades. I've been there for the last 10 days. Much of it was camped in the Everglades. And I just came back. I have a navigation course that starts tomorrow morning, but I wanted to get this video kind of shot in between things. There were quite a few questions about that stealth quilt, and it's the same quilt that I've been using for many, many years. It's been in many of my past videos in a solid black color. I have that black one in my backpack along with the new dark earth and burnt orange that we're about to release. So I wanted to kind of walk through that with you, talk to you about the features. It's a US made 40-degree quilt by Jacks or Better, exclusively for Self-Reliance Outfitters. It is called the Stealth Quilt, and it will be on our website this weekend, probably Friday if I had to guess. Now, let's talk about the way this thing works and why I'm so fond of it and how I used it this past weekend. We'll go ahead and throw a hammock up between these two trees, and I'll kind of walk through the features of this stealth quilt with you today. Stay with me. So this is the Jungle Hammock by Dutchware on our website. And this is the hammock I use in the Everglades the whole time. It's got a double layer of fabric here to make it more bug proof. It's got heavy duty bug netting in it. And it's a very, very good hammock. It slept absolutely amazing for me. But the one thing I did have to add to this one night was an underquilt. It got a little chilly. Got a little bit of that cold butt syndrome the first night. So the second night I went and put the underquilt on. And then after that, I just left it on and I was good to go. And I just happened to have two of these stealth quilts with me because I had my original black one and I had the new one. So I was using one of them as a top quilt the whole time and I had the other one in my pack. And then as soon as I got that cold butt syndrome going on, I whipped that dude out and used it for an underquilt. And then I was gold from then on, using one for a top quilt, one for a bottom quilt. However, I could have slept in my whoopee I was using for a pillow or something like that had I only had the one stealth quilt with me. But it's a very good optional piece of gear. We're going to talk about some of the versatility and construction of that right now. Okay, so this is the stealth quilt, and you can see that it is orange on one side and dark earth on the other. And I chose those colors to be more conducive to hunting and things of that nature, so that you had that high vis orange, but you also had a more stealthy brown. And again, this is a 40-degree down-filled underquilt made right here in the US by Jacks or Better, exclusively for Self-Reliance Outfitters. Now there's some things we need to talk about on this quilt that make it what it is, make it as versatile as it is, and make it something that I love so much. So let's first talk about the ends of this quilt, all right? If you look at this, the bottom of this quilt, you've got snaps here that run up about 2 feet, all right? You also have a loop here, and you have a piece of shot cord, and that shot cord pulls both of these ends together. You've got shot cord on both sides so that you can close this when it's used as an underquilt on your hammock to adjust how much airflow you have in there and how warm this underquilt is. The loops are used to create the underquilt, and the snaps can be snapped together just like this. I'm snapping it kind of inside out here, but that's okay. It doesn't matter for this demonstration. It's going to look the same. But once you snap this up, the 2 feet that you've got to snap it up there, my dyslexic self is not doing real good at backward snapping here. So there's your 2 feet of snap snapped up. And now you can pull this shock cord down and you can tighten it down on this cord just like this. And what you've now created is a foot box that you can put your feet in to use this for an over quilt or a ground quilt if you chose outside of a hammock. Part of the versatility of this is it can be used in multiple ways, okay? That's what I love about it. So we'll loosen these back up. You have these adjustments on both ends, obviously, so that you can adjust it when it's in underquilt configuration, but the snaps are only on the one end, okay? It doesn't have snaps on both ends. It has a single snap at the top in case you want to snap it around you, okay? Other than that, the bottom is where your snaps are at. Now, if you look above the snaps here, you have 2 loops here that are sewn with kind of a flat strap here. I can't even get my fingers in there to get it open. There we go. You've got one here and you've got one here. All right, there's a reason for that. That goes along with the next thing on this quilt. Now here in the center of this quilt, you have a Velcro seam that you can undo. And the reason that's like that is so that this can be worn as a poncho liner or standalone outerwear. So let's talk about that. All right, so you've got those loops on both ends of this. You've got a set there and a set there. If you spin this around, you've got loops here, you've got loops here. So it doesn't matter which way you're wearing this. All you're going to do is you're going to grab that loop and you're going to bring it around the front, and you're going to grab that other side loop and bring it around the front, just like this, and connect them together with anything. You can use a carabiner. You can use one of your clips off your suspension that you're using for an underquilt, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So we'll just hook that in there like that. Grab the other side and hook it in like that. And now what we have is a very functional garment that we can wear around camp, or even if we had this under a poncho, this is going to close off any breeze getting inside this thing. And again, it's reversible. So you could have the orange side completely out in a hunting scenario or something like that. Maybe you're just sitting beside a tree and you're trying to be warm. You could put that whole orange side out while you're sitting there hunting, and you've got orange on the majority of your body. So it works well for that. Again, the reason I chose the orange was so it was versatile for all types of use. All right, so we've talked about using this thing now as an overquilt. And of course, you can just use it as a blanket if you don't need the foot box. You can just spread it out and use it for a blanket or an overquilt if you want to. We've talked about using it for outerwear. We've talked about using it for a poncho liner. And this thing has been around since long before the Swagman roll. The black one that I have with the slit in it for the neck hole is probably 10 or 11 years old at least. All right, so to use this as an underquilt, we've got tie outs right here on the corners, on all 4 corners, all right? I've got 2 bungee cords here that I've got set up to use this as an underquilt when I want to. It doesn't weigh anything. It's very light bungee cord. Got plastic S-beaners on it. I've got 2 on one end, 1 on the other end, and there's a reason for that. We'll talk about that in just a minute. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take one end of this and fold it in half, and we're going to put one of these S-clips in each one of those, just like this. 1 and 2, just like that. Oop, I missed it. Just like that. And that leaves us a third one that I'm going to take out of that loop and just put it on the thing itself, just like that. So I've got 1, 2, 3 S-clip. Now, this third clip is not a necessity. It's a convenience, and it doesn't weigh anything. You could clip this bungee cord straight to your carabiner on your suspension system, and it would not matter. So you need this on both ends. So we'll take the other one, and we'll go to the other end of this bad boy, and we will clip it in. Okay, so here's my jungle hammock. Here's my suspension. There's my carabiner and my strap. And I've also got this cord here as well, right? So all I'm gonna do is take one end of this, and I could, easily enough, just hook it into this carabiner just like that. And that is actually good enough. Not a problem at all, okay? What I generally do with mine, just to make it a little less of a hassle, is I put that third hook on there, and I can put that third hook right here on this cord, or I can put that hook on the carabiner just like that, okay? Again, that's just personal preference. It's not a necessity. You can obviously just take this and put it right inside this other carabiner, just like that, and you're good to go, all right? Now we just pull it down to the other end and do the same exact thing. So we come down to the other end, and we just drop it in the carabiner if that's what we're gonna do. And all we need to do is push this thing under our hammock and put our hammock inside of it, just like that. Now we have an underquilt. Very, very simple, okay? And the only thing we need to do is adjust these ends to close things up a little bit, depending on how much heat we're trying to trap or how much draft we're intending to let in, depending on how cold it is. All right, so once we've done that, it's as simple as coming in here and unzipping our hammock. I just like to put mine right over the top of it, just like that, when I sit down in it. And what'll happen is when you lay in this, all you need to do is just make sure that you're kind of even on both sides, and you can see it over here. So you're even on both sides. You've got your feet covered down that end. You've got this thing all the way up to your head end, and you've got plenty of underquilt to keep you warm in fairly cool weather. And I found this to be very, very comfortable when I got down in the high 40s in Florida last week. I found this to be absolutely comfortable. And I just used the other one on top of me for overquilt because I had it with me. I could have just slept in my whoopee or used something else, but these tend to work fine. And it's one of the most versatile pieces of kit that I carry, and it weighs almost nothing. All right, when you're done, all you gotta do is climb out of that bad boy and just leave her till you're ready to go to sleep. Very, very versatile piece of gear, and I love it. Now, when you're done, you can leave these on if you want to, especially if you're gonna use it for an underquilt more than anything else. You can just leave these on here, put it in your backpack, or you can take them off, put them in your stakes bag. It's up to you. But generally, all I do with these always is I just stuff them. They're usually the first thing in my bag. I've got a dry bag that I keep inside my backpack, like a 20 liter, that keeps everything good and dry no matter what, and I just stuff it, okay? And if I'm carrying two of them like I am right now, because we're still early in the season and it still gets kind of cool in here in Ohio as well, and I'm gonna be camping here pretty shortly in Ohio, I'll just take the second one and I'll stuff it right on top of that one, just like this. Now, if you're gonna store these long term, you're going to want to store them in some loose bag so that the down doesn't stay compressed. However, I'm gonna be using this quite often, so I'm not worried about it, okay? Squish it down in there as far as you can, and then just start putting the other stuff that you need in there. My hammock actually goes in next, so I gotta take it down and I'll put it in. All right, guys, that should have answered most of the questions that I had last week about this new Stealth Quilt. Also shows you a little bit of how to use it, how I set it up, my preferences, things like that. Again, it's absolutely been one of my favorite pieces of gear for over 10 years, or right at 10 years, since the first time I started working with Jacks Are Better with the original quilt that he quit making, that I had to kind of talk him back into making again exclusively for me because it was out of production. He actually had to dig around and find the pattern to see if he still knew how to do it. So we brought it back, better than ever, multicolor, so that you've got something that's more concealed and something that's more visible if you're hunting and things like that. I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for school, for family, and for business. Follow our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends, and I will be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks.